Love yourself. It's a topic that I've made many videos about before, and I'm sure that you've got that advice thrown at you once in your life, at least. It's all around in the self-development world. But what does it actually mean? Because if you can't grasp it, it's like, what is this cheesy bullshit? Here you have it. Let's throw it out of the window. I had a beautiful example about this morning, how I can tangibly explain it, like how you can actually do it and what the benefits are for you. The easiest way I can explain it, what it means to love yourself, is exactly the same as how you would love your partner. Maybe you've had a relationship before, maybe you haven't. You can just feel how you would treat them. You would talk to them with respect. You would make sure that they're nourished. You would care for them, even if they are in a, between brackets, bad mood. You would love them with your full heart. Even if there are things that you think like that challenge you or frustrate you, you would still accept them as they are. You would love them unconditionally. There's nothing about them that you would want to change. Because that's what unconditionally loving your partner means. And if you're not there yet, then you can walk towards that road. But then when it comes to yourself, all of a sudden, all these things go out of the window. So this is the opposite of what we want. This is not loving yourself. Talking harshly about yourself. Seeing yourself in the mirror like, oh, this part, I don't like that. Oh, this part is ugly, blah, 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 blah. Or like, tonight I'm not going to eat. I don't feel like it. I don't need it. Or when you make a mistake, you're extra hard to yourself. Like, oh, fuck, I messed up again. I'm such a loser. All of these things are not loving yourself. That's not how you would treat your partner. That's not how you would treat your child. That's not how you would treat your best friend. So loving yourself means treating yourself as your lover. How would you treat yourself if you would date yourself? Would you start showing up for yourself when you do something? When you say you're going to do something, actually do it. That is loving yourself. When you look at yourself in the mirror and all these negative thoughts come up, refrain them and like, okay, in the past, I didn't like all these aspects, but I'm starting to see that I am perfect as I am. I accept the way I look, and I'm starting to love the way I look. When someone asks you to do something and in the past you always said no, you always said yes, even though you wanted to say no. Can you do something different now? Can you actually start to honor what you're feeling? And start learning to say no. That is loving yourself. Standing up for what you believe in. Because you wouldn't want your partner to do something for you if they didn't want to. If it's harming them. Loving yourself means stopping the people pleasing. A behavior that you were taught many years ago when you were still a baby, when you were a toddler, child. I need to please mommy or daddy so I'm safe and I can survive. And that you took into adulthood. That is not loving yourself. Doing things that you don't want to do to please other people so you can receive love, which isn't genuine love because it's earned. Genuine love doesn't need to be earned. It's just because you are. That is loving yourself. You love yourself because you are. You are who you are. You don't need to perform. You don't need to be anybody different. You don't need to have this checklist of achievements. You can just love yourself the way you are right now. You don't need to gain muscle mass or lose weight or get the job or a partner, whatever. You can love yourself right now, right the way you are. You can pause this video after you share it with someone, wink, wink, and just go to a mirror and say the things you want to hear from someone else. That is loving yourself. Touch yourself in the way that you want to be touched. Very gently over your face, over your arms, wherever you need it. Because that craving you have for someone else to love you is a sign of your body that you're not giving the love to yourself. That is loving yourself. It's a daily commitment. Because why all of a sudden would you stop? Why would you stop loving yourself? Like, today, I don't feel it. Today, I'm not going to love myself. If you had children, would you like choose for one day? No, today I'm not going to love you. Or your partner. No, today I don't feel like it. I'm not going to love you today. Fuck off. So why would you do that for yourself? It's as simple as breathing. You breathe every day. You love yourself every day. And maybe in the beginning it feels like a chore, but it gets easier and easier until it becomes automatic. When you choose yourself first. And people may be surprised by the new you and think that you're harsh or boundaried or an asshole. Let them. Let them have judgments about you because it doesn't define who you are. Loving yourself means letting those judgments pass and staying true to who you are. You need to follow your own compass. Even whatever I'm saying here, if it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Because your truth is your truth and is not my truth or anybody else's truth. And sometimes it may be uncomfortable, but it's always worth it because you are worth it. So if you're still doubting, like, what the hell is self-love? Why would I need it? And just imagine how good it feels to love someone else. And when that is reciprocated. Now, loving yourself means you become independent of anybody else, anything else. Because that love you're looking for is always there. It's always available. You can always tap into it yourself. Enjoy this newfound perspective. And this is something to practice. It's not something to understand cognitively. It's something to feel, to embody. Because you are worthy to be loved. And it all starts from you. Because when you love yourself, all the love you want is already there. And then the external love comes pouring in when you don't even need it anymore. And it's just an extra, a cherry on the pie. You are loved. You are worthy. You are enough as you are. And if you forget, and I will remind you, remember that you are epic. Ciao, ciao.